Hey guys, we're back with the letter, and we're really close to finishing it. We're on Ashton's route of the true ending, which means... Oh, hold on, you have to skip. And there's something in my eye. How far are we? Oh, this is the party scene. You even made a move on Isabella back in the open house. Did he? Well, we kind of skipped through that a little, so... Since it's confidential is the right one. I remember.
It's confidential.
Stretching the truth leads to a totally different conversation, it looks like. Huh. Interesting. So we're with Isabella at the... Yeah,
What?
your dad's dead. Take her offer.
Thank you.
She gave us that weird food chocolate porridge thing. I remember. You're okay. Yeah. It looks like we're get to the end of Ashton's job, where he actually has to die, which we haven't seen yet. Yeah, we're we're 100% done with Ashton's this episode. The only difference is Hannah's dead and we showed the letter. Have we seen this route? Yeah. Okay. We've seen both of these. So I'd feel better if I didn't have to worry about you. Yeah. Okay, I thought you guys couldn't see I tapped into OBS, but no, okay. I mean, I would be a bad person if I took Rebecca's side. Oh, but are we gonna go negative with this, Rebecca?
Okay.
Yeah. Can't let you do that, Star Fox. I assume this is because we have negative Rebecca now instead of, like, positive. What caused that? We must have made a different choice at some point. Huh. But I spent so many years alongside each other. In fact, we grew up together. But we've read this.
Rebecca. I'm glad. I'm happy you feel that way, but I can't. There's already someone that I'm in love with. Someone else.
I assume if you're positive Rebecca, but on the Isabella route, she just denies herself for you, right? Sure enough, when our eyes meet again, her mouth is already settled in a tight line. She assumes a rigid pose.
Becca, I know this.
It's all right, Ashton. You don't have to explain anything.
Yeah, but
I told you, no need. It's not when you think about it. Anyway, let's just
Okay, end the conversation there.
Really awkward. When all has been said and done, maybe I can finally let this whole thing go. Thanks for hearing me out, though. I won't keep. Just promise me you won't do anything dumb.
Gets yourself killed. Okay. Wait, what? Hold on. One conversation, something also breaks between us. Something irreparable. A different kind of regret. Haunting me in the midst of the silence of my car as I drive off and leave it all behind. Oh, this is Dead Marianne round, which... I got through some of it, but I never finished it, I think, right? Oh, this is totally different. I assume it's the same dialogue, just Marianne doesn't snap you out of it or something. Turns out it is for the most part. Yeah.
it's probably just some animal.
Are you at, maybe? I hope. Pause nevertheless, straining my ears for more of it, while I gradually move my hand to my side. Slow and steady until the tips of my finger brush off against the gun's handle. Although cold against my skin, it's the closest thing I have to comfort at the moment. For a long moment I wait, holding my breath, watching every form, edge, and shadow at the corners of my vision for any movement. Their heartbeat and nothing, I allow the tension to ease out of me, in the form of a long, slow exhale that reverberates around the whole place. Things continue like this as I traverse the whole passage, pausing, listening, moving on repeat, eventually losing track of time while I go deeper into the tunnel. Till finally, the corridor ends with a set of light sliding against the door left ajar. Yep, and then the wine cellar.
To the kitchen then.
More than eager to get out of this place, I quicken my pace. But as soon as the door's within arm reach and I push it open, a foul, putrid scent assaults my senses. And it's Marianne's body. No neck stuff. No neck stuff. I'm prepared to skip through it. Smell I'm already more than familiar with you. Thank you very much. That doesn't mean I have to like it. Sighing, I take a brief moment to brace myself before crossing the threshold, already expecting the worst. So did nobody just walk into the wine cellar for several days? Also, let's get rid of this. You know, I'm kind of bummed that Ashton has to die for the true ending. That kind of sucks. Same with Anna, though. Not really Marianne, but... Although, I do, I guess, respect the fact that the true ending isn't that everybody lives ending. The trail of dark liquid leads me to it. Its form is slumped against a wine vat not too far from the door. The rank lingers heavier here, stronger. Putrefaction has just started, but in a place like this, you can't really tell the time of death from that alone. The person died sometime around 3 to 5 days ago. Okay. Servant then? No. Someone with the same social status as the rights. Whoever it is has read the letter, based on the writings around the body. Someone who was also present during the open house of the party. So a guest. Wordlessly I draw closer, muttering a quiet prayer under my death for the departed. The least I can do now is figure out who it is, try to find his or her family what they've done here, let them know what has become of their kin. Even though through the layers of clothes, its shoulders feel cold to the touch. Somehow, despite not being new to this, still sends a nauseating chill to my stomach. Maybe it's because this time, I know exactly why this person died. Another innocent casualty of this curse. Ignoring the tread, gently, I give the blazer a pull. Next up, nope, get me out. Okay, what? I'll read some of this. Her head lolls back. Does he recognize her? It dangles. Freaking dangles. I know this woman. It's not just any woman I've randomly seen on the streets. She's the one I met at G's 5 days ago. Marianne McCullough, famous interior designer extraordinaire. Not so extraordinary now, with her throat sliced viciously in half, her whole body drenched in her own blood. Once the surprise subsides, I muster the courage to properly lie her down, closing her eyes and covering her face with my handkerchief. It's perhaps the kindest gesture I can offer her right now, pressed for time as I am. But for someone to suffer this kind of death. In the end, the only thing I'm able to do is avert my gaze and continue with my plans. Surreal. This all nothing but a surreal nightmare. But after everything, should this even surprise me? Ghosts, curses, hidden passages. Can't even bring myself to vocally question anything anymore, in spite of a number of them already swimming inside my head. As a kid, I used to crave for this kind of adventure. The stuff of mystery and detective novels, daring chases, interesting cases to solve, suspects to put behind bars, justice to serve. I was blinded, I admit. Now I suddenly want this to be over.
You really believe it'll be that easy, don't you?
Please do not play the "you are going to die alone." That's mostly in Zachary's voice. I paused mid-step confused. Yeah.
See? So
Don't play it! His voices, yeah. This thing is basically identical to one we've seen many times before, so. They speak.
Look at you, mouthing off like some hero.
You can't even fix your own silly little problems.
You haven't really changed, have you? Pathetic.
You're wrong.
My mistakes lies in the first instance I've answered. Yeah.
Or is that
Something to me.
you're the one who took that letter.
How does it feel?
What do you think I'm doing?
Oh, but you can't. It's already too late. And you know that. You know all of this is futile.
I think we've seen this before. At least, we've seen one very close to it.
Just face it, Ashton Frey.
A badge and a gun, and you
Can't even solve a case for an old man.
Can't even bring Luke right to justice.
can't even keep his own family together.
No wonder they left you.
Mom and Dad are better off without.
Pitiful, isn't it? Some detective you are. Some friend you are.
I think this one might actually be a bit
Son
different.
You are.
Maybe.
You might as well just throw that rank away. You're no use to people either way.
Shut it!
I hate this. I hate how this monster can easily get through to me. Every weakness, every insecurity it knows. To hear it said in my friend's voice, even more so. What I hate above it all is...
You know it's true, though.
Well, that one sucks too.
It's why all you can do is tell us to shut up. You don't want to hear a single word.
because you're already
Oh.
aware of it. Oops. You can't even admit it to yourself.
Okay, there.
Who's the coward now?
But no matter how hard you try, you're not gonna be able to save anyone.
Shut it! Not a single word anymore.
In the end, your own incompetence will eventually lead to the deaths of everyone you care about.
It laughs, sharp and piercing. At its sound, something in me snaps. I rage hastily unfurling, red filling my vision. I am raising my hand and my fist connects to its surface. Broken spirit. It shatters, renting the air with an air-splitting crack, sending fragments of it on the floor. I become aware of my surroundings. Yeah. So now Ashton's hand is all injured? You think that has anything to do with getting the true ending?
It's you. You are going to die.
And you are going to die alone.
I hate that one! A fear. One that is long kept in the darkest place of my heart. Darkest place. One that a small part of me wishes for. Okay. Skip through the journal. Oh, that's creepy. I don't think that's a different one than before. We can probably now skip. Instant unread text. Oh, butler of theirs is nowhere to be seen. Oh. Oh, this is because we haven't run into Marianne. Okay, no servants, no anyone. And just as easy as that, I'm in. Gently, I close the hatch. If things go well, the same path will be my way out. If my luck doesn't hold, it's not an option now, is it? I have people waiting for me. I really don't want to think that what might happen. Sometimes it's best if I simply revel in those little victories. They're great blessings when everything else is going against you. And in a place like this, fraught with unknown dangers, it's feeling that lasts only but a second. Suddenly a sob, ringing out from some distant part of the house, echoing through its empty halls. Will you convert? Not yet. As much as I want to convince myself that nothing's wrong, my experience tells me a wholly different
What are
story.
the chances I'll be able to leave this place alive?
0. I want to be optimistic about it, really. If I'm going against something almost everyone can't quite understand. Just being realistic with my chances. Beyond the walls of this room, the cries continue to grow louder. With a ragged draw of breath, heavy with apprehension, I slip out of the door. Like a siren call, their voice beckons. Finding out who that is seems a good place to start as any. Really? I mean, that's not... I don't think that. Like, just ignore it. Go shoot Luke. Be done with it. The taser clipped in my belt is the next thing to go the moment I'm down. Wait. Is Isabella not coming to save us? My attacker pulls tight. Yeah. What? What changed? He gave her the taser in the other route, right? Why did that change? It's weird. Must have picked it up. Where else could she have gotten one? That she's ever used one, even. Yeah. You've seen this scene otherwise.
Why are you doing this?
Oh. Oh, they added Hannah's voice because she's dead.
Just please. Don't you love me?
Maybe it's all just a show? Okay, he doesn't recognize the voice. Zach helps Isabella and Rebecca first, assisting them up and through the gap. The moment the ladies are in, I nod for him to go
Go
through.
ahead. I'll watch your back.
This is because we don't have Marianne this time. And... surprisingly, he does that without any protests. Not that there's any need to. Sometimes after entering the room, the whole place has calmed down. Yep. Yay! Hostage. The handgun catches my eye first. It's that smarmy smile on his face while he holds Zach, Rebecca, and Isabella at gunpoint. It's sight, enough to lodge a painful thorn up my throat. Is this all new, or is this gonna go... it's gonna go pretty much the same, okay. I've been too complacent. Too focused on other things that I've completely set aside the fact that Scumbag will not be too pleased to see us here without knowing our reasons. But even with those, good intentions, curses, and ghostly apparitions aside, we're still trespassing in his home. Question is, if he's even aware that the whole of his household has somehow disappeared, he might be the only one here. Likely not. Freak. Even with the people he knows among the crowd, there's a significant effort in him not to simply shoot everyone in sight.
And really, Daisy, Even you. What would Kylie say?
Definitely seen that before. Okay, we have to disarm him. So Ashton, you gotta die. Kinda curious. I may go back and see this, or maybe not. I'll decide. What's different from the true ending and the identical but Ashton lives true ending? So, disarm him.
Sorry about this. I really don't have time for you.
Why do you talk? Just shoot him. I don't think twice. Within the span of a heartbeat, I'm moving and pulling on the trigger. 2 shots in quick succession, echo across the foyer, and both hit their mark true. Oh, it worked. Right recoils with a sharp cry of pain. His pistol falls useless to the floor with a loud clank, followed by drops of blood from his bleeding wrist.
Why, you insolent!
He's down on 2 successive steps when I tackle him on the floor, pinning him hard with my arm. Although before I can knock him out with a solid right hook, an agonizing wail bursts through the tense air. Loud enough to echo along the dark, empty halls of the mansion. Piercing enough for every occupant in the foyer to cover their ears and close their eyes. Then all at once, their images. Oh! Ashton sees this, bearing down on me with the weight of its accompanying emotions, like they are my own. All from a time long gone and a life that was never mine. However, there's no time to make sense of all of it. Amidst the discord and the noise, something whizzes past by, too close, too swift. A brief, keen blur that barely registers in my eyes, like an arrow quickly finding its mark and heading straight for it.
Isabella!
Time slows to a stop. In one moment of clarity, my body moves on its own, heart pounding hard against my ears, blood rushing through every vein. Spurred only by adrenaline, and a desperate bid to reach your crouched, unsuspecting form, and I don't even get to yell for a second time. I don't even get to call your name.
Ashton!
Is that a spear? An acute pain bursts through my chest in the next instant. All of a sudden, everything around me feels too sharp. Every edge, every point. Even the act of drawing a deep breath alone stings and burns my lungs, while an intense ache slowly spreads throughout my whole body. Numb. I feel numb. A hand comes away bleeding, shaking, while I can only let out a wet, ragged laugh. Soon, without warning, going down on my knees and the whole world is pitching sideways. An arm, warm and welcoming, is on me the second I stumble back, catching my fall. Isabella's always been warm, after all. Who threw the spear? The ghost? I thought, like, Luke just reached for his gun and, for some reason, shot, you know, Isabella instead of Ashton. A wail echoed throughout the mansion, and in the haze of memories of voices, I noticed something fly by. That's a harpoon? What? Where did the harpoon come from?
Ash?
Her hands are shaking, her lips are quivering while she looks at me with wide, fearful eyes. Tears are starting to form at their corners, threatening to spill at any moment, and a pang of regret hits me at the sight of it.
Ashton?
Even for the last time, I can't give her a reason to smile, to a sudden end.
Hey, you're crying again. Don't give me that look.
I assume if you romance Isabella, you get Isabella, and if you romance Rebecca, you get Rebecca. And if you romance neither of them, you get Zachary, you get the true end. Gotta go back and do that.
Told you. Doesn't suit you.
Cautiously, despite the stabbing angst shooting up at every moment, reach a trembling hand up to wipe them away. A smile better suits a hero, or whatever. Crying has never looked good on her, after all. My arm never makes it far, however. Midway, she meets my hand, catching it in a light grip, as if she's all too afraid I might break. Though I already am. Just slowly. The pain is easing, everything's going cold.
Shut up, Ash! Don't move, alright? Stop talking! We'll get you a doctor! Someone! Just stay put! Just stay put, okay? You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Why are Zachary and Rebecca just, like, not doing it? Or maybe they're making sure Luke stays down, yeah. I'd like to agree with her on that. Reassure her. But I've gone through a lot, survived a lot of stuff. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that I'm done for. Whatever hit me, hold to the chest is fatal enough. I don't think I'm going to bounce back from this. I'm dying.
I'm sorry.
I should be afraid in this moment. Yet I'm not. No fear. No dread. Just an acceptance. And a deep regret as she appears before us, her voice echoing throughout the foyer. Is it foyer or foyer? Like, I think it's actually pronounced kind of weird. I'm just gonna keep saying foyer. Oh, and that's Hannah's body. At the top of the staircase, Hannah Wright stands, pale as death and expression eerily calm. A cold chill runs up my spine at the sight. The woman just lingers there, poor mimicry of life, a chilling smile on her face. Without a doubt, it's her.
I told you, didn't I? Everything you're doing is useless, Ashton Frey. And now, you're dying. Meddlesome fool.
Luke's not gonna like this.
Hannah? You're not supposed to be here.
Shut up, Luke.
Oh, Luke, darling, my love. You look so upset. Are you not happy to see me?
Outside, another streak of lightning flashes, and a clap of thunder ripples across the sky. Here, there's only a whispered sigh, a fading breath, and a lone heart that beats hard one last time. She got one thing wrong, though. I did not die alone. And you've unlocked a memory fragment. So, she sent her to a trial. Okay, I see. She's at a court, or whatever, banned in the olden days. And, you know, she's gonna be killed or whatever. Whew, I think I'm gonna call it there. It's a bit early. You know, that ending, it's probably a lot different if you actually do die alone. Return to the main menu. Because I'm sure that one's different if you're there all alone. Maybe he's like, I'm gonna be with my friends now, or something cheesy like that. And that kind of sucks, though. Like, Ashton's far from being my favorite character, but I guess he kind of grew on me. Especially given, you know, his routes, one of those that I've had to replay the most. Well, him and Luke. 75% of his CGs. There's probably one where Rebecca's holding him, when Zachary's holding him, and when there's no one's holding him. I imagine. Probably. Yeah, see, that makes sense. Or maybe Zachary doesn't, he just kind of gets speared. Don't look at that. Huh. So we're missing 2 of these. Do you think, like, if everyone dies, Luke dies too and you get one? Or do you think they're both in the true ending? Not sure. Yeah, that sucks. Like, I respect the fact, though, that they made the true ending not like the everybody lives ending. Because that's usually how they end for, like, you know, the happy ending. But this is a game that doesn't have, like, timeline shenanigans or anything going on. Which a lot of games with, like, you know, the happy everyone lives ending does have. Which makes up for that fact, because the routes where people do die are still canon in their own way. So, you know. Still, you know. I'll get over it. Zachary and Isabella are still alive, you know? Although I am still actually mad that Luke killed Hannah. It's in chapter 2. Like, that's actually not okay. What is this CG from? No idea. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching thus far. We're gonna start Luke's route next time. And we're almost done with the letter. Like, man. I've been playing it for almost a year now. Like, hold on. That's July. It's April now. So, I've been playing it for over 9 months. 9 months and 2 days. Man. Feels like ages ago. It was kind of ages ago. So, see you guys next time. I'm just kind of stalling for time so the time evens out a little. Well, not really stalling, just talking about things I meant to talk about but never got around to. Or I've kind of talked about, but, you know, putting them all concisely together. You get what I mean. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time with some more of the letter. Thanks for watching, and bye.